still looking for that perfect gift for that someone on your Christmas list that's a little tough to shop for? Well, have you considered whip lessons?
Yeah, sounds like an odd gift, a weird gift. Because after all, where are you going to find someone around here to teach you how to use a bullwhip, right?
Right.
Well, you know, if there was one in our area, Bob Herzog would find him, and you did, right, Bob?
I did, yeah. Who knew there is a whip artist / instructor just about an hour up the road in Jamestown, Ohio, near Xenia.
I say whip it. Whip it good.
Gery L can certainly whip it good. He can do the newspaper trick, the flower in the mouth trick, the playing card trick. Heck, he can even put out a candle with the end of his whip. That kind of skill, as you might expect, comes from years of practice.
Leaves were a perfect target. So after a while, I was not just cutting the stalk down, but I was taking leaves off one at a time, and then I'd take pieces of leaves, and then I would take pieces of leaves, and then you could do it front, back, whatever. And there were no videos. It was pre-Indiana Jones, so there was nothing to look at except that old movie, and there weren't any videotapes yet. So I was doing everything on my own.
Those weeds grew up around the electric fence at Jerry's family's farm 24 years ago. Since then, he's honed his skills on homemade equipment and long hours of practice with a brave assistant, his wife, Scout.
So why don't you take her place for a minute? You're going to let a girl beat you? Come on.
Oh, man. Are you married?
Some assistants tend to be a bit jumpier.
Man, that noise on that. Oh, man.
It's got a good hook on it, too.
That was a good one.
Yeah. That's the kind you bring guys down the floor with.
Though it didn't hurt to have that whip wrap up my legs, and according to Gery, wasn't invented to be used as a torture device like a flog or a cat of nine tails, the whip can definitely do some damage.
Because it literally will split the skin open surgically. I can take an ear off, a finger, whatever. Depends on how much force I put behind it.
So it's best to learn how to handle a whip from someone who knows what they're doing. Some students, of course, need a little more help than others. And as Gery points out, after that first crack or two, a novice can get addicted.
The interesting thing about the whip is there's this interesting immediate gratification you get.
Oh! Yeah.
You can start with something very simple, and as long as it's got the right parts and does what it's supposed to do, you have somebody to show you. You'll get into it, and I just tell them, you know what, you're going to like this. You just try it, and then they're hooked. That's pretty much what it takes.
Wow. I'm telling you what, that noise really does pump you up a little bit. And strangely enough, that noise